We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is, we have a habitual special edition from Samfuego, the Onyx Reaper sauce. Now, here's why people advertise, guys, because it works. I read this label. I said, yes. Butch Tea Scorpion Reaper Chili, Peach Reaper, a little black garlic, a little Mako Chipotle, a little daikon rash, a little black cherry tomato. I didn't know what to expect from this as a sauce. That is a very weird, and let's pull in the ingredient list so you guys can see it. This is some very weird things. And Samfuego's big thing is putting prickly pear cactus apparently in all of their sauces. Sorry guys, it's bouncing here a little bit. I would just say pause the screen, guys. And so a very odd collection of things. And I don't usually get sauces that are this color because I start thinking mole. There is dark chocolate in this as well, which speaks to me as a mole ingredient. And so let's take a look here at this. You can see it's very thick. Very thick. This is filling up the neck right now. And I don't know if I'll be able to get it on the spoon, I'm hoping. For the smell, you've got a very, you do have a very solid, super hot smell to it. And you can see it pours horribly. Very thick, very gloppy, guys. You can see the viscosity is amazingly low in this. And to me, this looks like a mole. The texture, what it does, everything. The smell is, honestly, it smells kind of like super hots with maybe like almost a super hot, maybe with taco seasoning a little bit. It definitely has that sort of smell to it. And you can see it's got this very mole-ish brown coloration to it there, guys. And let's down the old hatch this thing. It definitely feels like a super hot sauce where you get a little hit of flavor and then it just steams in with the heat. It's not crazy hot though. I think ingredients, I'd have to check the review again. I want to say peppers are down to like the 7th ingredient here. So you can feel a little warmness. It's not overbearing. It's not making me want to punch things or throw things, which some of the crazy aggressive sauces will. I mean, you know how it is, right, guys? Your mouth is a forest fire, and if you can't extinguish it somewhat, it's very unpleasant. This one I rolled around on my tongue, so my tongue is a little, a touch toasty. It's not to the point where it's unpleasant. It's just I can tell it's there. So this is a 2, maybe pushing a 3. The thing with special edition sauces, limited edition sauces, is I like them in the respect that sauce makers can get rangy, right? They can just go crazy and just start throwing weird stuff like purple carrots and daikon into sauces. And I mean, as far as this one, it's got, I'm not catching a lot of hints of dark chocolate. You generally can start to pick up things after you eat this for a while, but That kind of is the problem, as I mentioned in the review. It doesn't play nice with stuff. So here I've got some Del Taco. My Del Taco forks are running away. Alright, so I've got a stack here of soft shell tacos. 2 of their new tamales, which are tiny. Oh man, I feel cheated. I wish I would. The $4 for this. Look at these. These are, they're like egg rolls. These are tiny. Come on, Del Taco. Oh, that's pathetic. Look at this. Look at this business. Look at this. This is dinky. Let's give it a try though. Get a baseline. They're not great. Not great. Alright, so now I've tried this as a dipping sauce. I've tried it on pizza. I tried this in every conceivable place I can think of to see if it's going to function well. The best use, if you guys have seen the review, was stirred into black bean soup. But I have that almost never. So, alright, let's dip a little on there, see what we got. It works better with this, with the tamales. Which, guys, when I wrote the written review, these weren't around. This needs a powerful flavor to stand up to that. And, you know, with the masa and everything else, you've got some good distribution. This actually is not a bad bite. This is better than almost everything else I've tried this on. And sometimes, if you're like me, you like to eat 4 or 5 sauces at once. Don't do that if you get this one. This one really needs to be by itself. And I can hear some of you out there saying, why? Why should it be by itself? Why are you going to isolate it? Will it feel bad? And so here's the thing, right? If you move to other sauces, if you're me especially, you'll want to just continue with those other sauces. You won't want to come back to that. This is okay, but it really, unless you can stir it in something like I said, black bean soup or something like that, it really gets clashy in a hurry. And the flavor of this is just not great. I mean, the heat is, it's okay, but flavor-wise, it doesn't actually work with a lot of things. It makes pizza and chicken strips, for instance, which are 2 staples of every single chili head I know. It detracts from the flavor. It actually interacts with it negatively. And that is not why we're throwing money at these sauces, right? We're trying to add to the enjoyment value of our food, not strip it. I've had worse sauces, of course. Like, I've had sauces that would just make things inedible. And tidy up on camera for you. And I don't know that this is that. I wouldn't say that it is. I wouldn't say it necessarily makes it worse. It just modifies it in a way that, you know, so let me just show you this. You guys just watch me put it on. And you can see how much I have on. This can very easily just be too much. Just this bit here. So, but let's get into this and see. Oh. Ah! I ruined this taco. Nope. Just a Del Taco. Plain soft shell taco, nothing special about it. We've all had them a million times. They need help. Oh. No bueno. We ask our sauces to do a lot when we look in terms of flexibility. Flexibility for this series and for the blog is really all about how many uses can you get out of one sauce. This one is very, very narrow. There's not a lot of things that it works well with. And that really works against it because, like sauces like this, it's not good enough to be a special occasion sauce. And I mean, no offense to Samfuego, but it isn't. It has an interesting flavor, a very unique flavor, but it's not a flavor I really want to spend a lot of time with. And when it is that radically different, when it plays that poorly with other food types, it creates a problem of why are you keeping it? You know, what use do you have for it? And there are so many sauces out there, guys, that it gets hard, you know, after a time to keep something around when it only has one or two uses, and even then it's only okay in those uses. So I mean, you could do a decent mole around this. Putting this into stuff, cooking with it, I think you'd be better served with this. Dipping sauce on pizza, even a taco sauce, it just is not functional. Like I said, on these weak tamales, it was just okay. And if you're like me, you're not buying sauces for them to be just okay. But there it is, guys. The Habitual Special Edition Onyx Reaper Sauce from Samfuego. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.